All of them. Jim Morrison, from the Doors. You were a big fan of his. Oh no, you weren't a big fan of his.
Only because, and I was telling Sway this earlier, only because I thought, well, it was rumored that he was a devil worshiper.
Oh no, it was just that lady he married, you know, that black magic lady, and that cut the fingers and married each other and stuff like that. He just did it for fun. He wasn't no devil worshiper.
Wait, what did he do for fun?
I mean, you know,
cut his finger for fun?
He was having sex with a woman that was into some black magic. You know what I'm saying?
That was into some black magic.
Yeah, black magic, and she married him somehow. You know what I mean? And,
she put some voodoo on him.
Yeah. They cut each other's fingers, and you know, made a pact. You know, and
blood pact.
And I think he got her pregnant, and he didn't want to have it, and she was like,
demon seed.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, demon seed. And he was like, man, I just thought it was a fun thing to do, you know, that night, you know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing like that.
Wow.
See, and that's what I thought. And then I said to Sway, I was like, well, that tied in, and Sway was like, that's not true, because I had heard the same thing about you before Tech Nine. And I was like, well, is that why he collaborated with them? And
no way.
I wasn't sure.
When you sober, what's the wildest thought you've had while sober? I usually ask you what's the wildest thought you would have while on weed, but I guess I gotta reverse that.
I just have wild thoughts anyway, like I don't know, it's just kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like
is it purchases, or like, do you, like, if you're sober, you sitting there watching TV and you see the infomercials, all of a sudden you buying everything on the infomercial channel? Or like, what is it?
I just be like hearing voices and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even crazy or nothing, but I just be hearing stuff and I just see crazy stuff. So when I smoke, though, it kind of calm me on down from all that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, I got questions. You just said, you know, I got questions.
What is the voices telling Mighty Man?
You said, when you're not on weed, you see and hear things. Like, what do you see and hear? Like, what's happening? What's coming to you?
I don't know. I might see spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I don't know. I absorb everybody.
I outdone it, motherfucker. I went nigga, start working out, though. Just start, like, get in the gym, though, nigga. You know how you have, I'm like Kennedy. You feel me? He like Clinton. I was the president for shit. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's OG. I was just we'll let it down.
Well, see, I'm a full-grown man, and I don't like gangsters. I like men and women.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Alright, peace, y'all. Peace. I'm back with another video. You know what I'm saying? I had a little hiatus. I caught a sinus infection. So I'm a little better now. You know what I mean? I'm a little better able to talk. Before I wasn't able to talk. I was congested. So, but I'm gonna talk about that later on in the video. What I want to get to now is the gay agenda explained. Right now, I spoke about this on my Patreon a couple weeks ago. Right. But I was so sick, I ain't even have time to edit it for y'all on YouTube. So I'ma just do it. I'ma just say it PG-13 for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'ma say it again, but I'ma do it PG-13 for y'all, so I don't have to edit it. You feel me? So now, we seeing all of this gay stuff, right, going on in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Even with the females, all of this stuff. This gay stuff is being pushed heavy on the children, all right? But this is the thing about these entertainers that I don't respect, is that they throw rocks and they hide their hands, okay? So now they masters, all right? Now, once you get, now, if you in a fraternity or you mess with these pagan gods and all of that stuff, I ain't throwing no jabs at you, right? But I'ma just put y'all gods at the forefront, and you do your due diligence and let me know if this is correct or not, all right? So now, like I explained to y'all already, that every entertainer, all right, every actor, rapper, all of these people in high places, right, they belong to these groups and organizations, and they worship these Greek gods, right? Okay, so now, one god in particular that they like to focus mainly on is Zeus, okay? Now, this guy right here, you know, some people label Zeus as the devil and things of that nature and all of that stuff. but Zeus is a foul individual. Okay, now this is what I be trying to tell people, right? And I'm gonna talk about this, but this is what I be trying to tell people. This is not what you supposed to be involved in, all right? And I'm gonna get to this. Zeus, while a famous philanderer, all right, who sired countless demigods by every peasant girl in need of an explanation to her parents, all right, Zeus famously selected the young mortal Ganymede to serve as his cupbearer on Mount Olympus, all right? The relationship, Ganymede, I'm assuming is a man. All right? I'm assuming that's a man. The relationship provided the foundation of the custom of paiderastia. All right, now that's a form of involatile behavior with young children. All right, look this stuff up. You could look all of this stuff up. All right, the practice of Greek men at the time maintaining erotic relationships with adolescents, boys on the side. All right, so it's saying here Ganymede was a adolescent. He was a young man. He was a young boy. He was his servant. He started off as Zeus' servant, and Zeus started doing nasty things with this young boy. All right. So when we see this behavior going on in the industry, all right, we know for a fact that this ain't far-fetched, okay? They're doing this to please these gods. This is what Aleister Crowley was talking about when he mentioned sex magic, okay? These things, you got to participate in these acts that these same gods did, right, to receive certain benefits. And this is what they're doing, all right? This is it's an electrical spiritual journey for these people, and they get a rush out of this, all right? Now, if you haven't saw the video I did on blood sacrifices and why they done on my Patreon, you should go and watch that video, all right? Because that's giving you I'm giving people details on why this stuff is going on and why they doing it, how they doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a sick thing to think about, but these people actually pray to this Zeus god. All right, this is something that's sick and volatile, but they involve themselves in it for a check. All right. Another god that they tend to run to is Apollo. Okay, Apollo, the sun god. Now here's the thing that I want a lot of people to understand, that these deities, right, these Greek gods and all of these things, the misconception of them, right, is that not that they were like foul human beings, right? But they practiced erotic behavior. They practiced immoral behavior, which made them evil deities. Okay, and in everything we do, even in spirituality, religion, there's always a good side and a bad side. All right, so Apollo and Zeus and all of these Artemis and Hermes and all of those are demonic entities, because these people practice involatile things, all right, while they lived on this earth. So when they died, you know what I'm saying, they left this certain type of power behind them, because they were kings and queens. So this is why these people worship them, because they receive the royalties, all right, that they get in return from worshiping them, all right. So this is why you see a lot of this stuff going on right now, with all of this type of funny business with these weirdos on TV, all right? So you got Apollo here, the sun god, all right? One of the most important in all literature, was also quite the libertine, okay? Besides dalliances with numerous nymphs, Apollo was also lover to Macedonian prince Hyacinthos, okay? So he was involved in a relationship with a man, okay, named Prince Hyacinthos. All right, so he was the first, all right, who died catching a thrown discus, then turned by the god into the hyacinth flower. The pseudo Apollodorus also said Apollo had been with Thracian singer Thamyris. in the first man-on-man relationship in history. Okay, so like I said, Apollo was the first man to involve himself in man-on-man relationships. Okay, so I mean, he's the first person to do this. Okay, so he was experimenting from the jump. So when we know that, all right, if we say the black man was here first, right? If we gonna say that the black people was here first, right? We wasn't doing this stuff, all right? We wasn't doing this. This came along after, all right? This came down the road when Apollo started doing this nastiness, all right? So if you're saying here he's the first person in history to be with a man, then we know for a fact that everything that's going on on TV and sports and rap and all of the Hollywood in general, this is being mimicked because they worship this God. All right. And for those who, let me continue reading here. And for those who think same-sex nuptials are a 21st century invention, Apollo also was in a relationship with Hymen, the god of marriage. All right. So Hymen was the god of marriage. All right. And he was in a relationship with Apollo. All right, so this Apollo and Apollo was a whore. Apollo was a nasty man. All right, he was a nasty man. So when we see these rappers kissing and jumping and rubbing on each other with no shirt on and all of this stuff, they're mimicking this stuff right here. Okay, do you see this picture here with this man laying on his lap? Like, what? That's not his child. All right, that's the sick thing about all of this. All right, so. I mean, if you into these things, man, I mean, some people are aware of it and don't care, all right? And some people are aware of it and actually go along with this and practice this, all right? But, I mean, you know, logically, this is immoral, man. And, you know, rap has been, you know, once we let these type of individuals into our situation, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we got going on, whether it be a hip hop, any type of form of entertainment, once we let these type of people in there, it gets corrupted. All right. So somewhere down the line, when hip hop became popular, you know, with Russell and all of them guys, Rick Rubin, all of them dudes, and you know, L.A. Reid and Andre Harrell and all of them, they, you know, Puffy, all of these dudes, they allowed this stuff to come in. All right, they brought this in with them fraternities. All right, so we got to look at it from that aspect. All right, we seeing it for what from the outside view looking in, but we got to understand that these people are sick, man. They're sick.
Everybody, it's Murders Taylor, social service agency over here on 105. The love of my life works. Her name is Joy Lang. We've been together 3 years. We're supposed to get married, but it was just some bullshit that I just couldn't deal with her anymore. But anyway, she's the reason why I'm making this video. She's the reason why what's about to happen today, because she fucking drove me crazy. But you know, anyway, I work at Beachbrook, and Beachbrook is another reason why I'm going crazy. So this is my badge here. It's me. So I'm just making this to say fuck Beachbrook and Murders Taylor. You know, past year's been really fucked up for me. You know, being with Joy, she drove me crazy. Started making me gamble. I lost everything. I lost everything I had, man. I don't have shit. I'm out of options. And now I'm just on some murder type shit. So what I'm gonna do is, because she works here at Murder Taylor, this is over in 105, I'm gonna try to kill as many people as I can over here. You know, so fuck Murders Taylor and fuck Joy Lang. And it's fucked up too, because you know I never really been on no sucker shit like this. This is some sucker shit, you know. But we all human, man. You know, and I guess we all got breaking points. I went to my mother yesterday because I was trying to get some, you know, talk to my mother, but I guess it's the way I was raised. She didn't even give a fuck, man. I was telling my mother I was on some suicidal type shit. I'm about to kill some people. Didn't care. I don't know something about me, but it don't matter. You know, people would come to me with their problems, You know, I'm a case manager at Beachbrook. You know, I would deal with people's problems every day. But when it comes to my shit, nobody gives a fuck. It's like I'm always the bad guy. It don't matter what the fuck I do. People always make it out on me. And, you know, this is fucked up, man. Because, you know, innocent people about to die today. Hopefully, I'm going to try to kill as many people as I can, be on death row or whatever the case may be. But I just don't give a fuck no more. I'm just, you know, I'm beat. I'm tired. You know. I will say this though, the people I'm going to kill today is Easter Sunday. It's not my first. I got a few people that's over here off of the street is 108th and Cedar. It's an abandoned house. I kind of lost count. Let's see. I got some people on off of Eddy Road. It's a purple and gold church. I don't know the name of the street, but it's an abandoned house there. Let's see. 42nd and Payne. I got somebody there. I mean, that doesn't matter because I didn't keep score, but I'm gonna keep score today. But yeah, I'm about to have me some fun, I guess. And this shit is weird, man, because you know I'm not gonna say I never been on no sucker shit like this, but fuck it, you know. Oh yeah, after I hit these people over here on St. Clair, I'm gonna start fucking with Greeks. I'm gonna just start randomly shooting Greeks in the head. Fuck it. I'm gonna target whoever. I don't even give a fuck until I get caught. So yeah, I'll make some more videos of later. But this is what it is. So yeah, Steve Stevens, 37. The event that's about to happen within the next few minutes, you can blame it on her name is Joy Lane. Dog, just call Jason or Gary and look at it, man. I can't talk to you right now, man. I fucked up, man. Yeah, I did. Just a couple of motherfuckers, man. I'm at the point where I snap. See, the thing is, man, every time I try to talk to y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all always fucking blow me off or just make my shit seem like it ain't shit. I got a lot of built-in anger and frustration, man. Nah, hell no, I ain't going over there. Just call Jason and tell him to look at that shit, and you go from there. But hey, dog, let me call you. Yeah, it's my name.
All right, so this guy, Steve Stevens, this situation transpired. Some of y'all may remember this. The guy that went on the Easter Sunday massacre. Alright, but there's a lot of subliminal messaging in this whole story here. I dug deep into it. A lot of people forgot about this dude, but he went on a massacre killing up to 13 people. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about it today, man. So this guy named Steve Stevens, alright, was a part of a fraternity, but we're gonna get to that. He started killing people during the Passover, all right? When he killed the older man, that happened on Easter Sunday, all right? And he was on a suicide mission killing, up to 13. He killed up to 13 people, so he said. That's what he said, all right? But we all know about Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday is a pagan holiday, right? Also revolves around the god Ishtar. Alright, so you could do your research on Ishtar and the connection to Easter Sunday. Alright, that's the god of fertility. Alright, so the eggs represent the fertility. Alright, so when we see this, they mimicking all of this stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how they do that, but this whole event, like I said, took place during the Passover, which happens to be 8 days. You know what I'm saying? There's a spiritual meaning behind that as well. But when he killed this old man, which was Easter, that was on the 6th day. All right? That was actually on the 6th day that he killed this dude here. I don't remember the older fella's name. Forgive me. May God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? He's in a better place now. So, I don't want to be disrespectful towards that man, you know what I mean, or his family. You know what I mean, that was a sad situation that happened, man. Like, you know, just like, you know what I'm saying, you just walking home minding your business and somebody comes up to you with a gun and just shoots you, like, you know what I'm saying, like crazy, man. So yeah, he after he killed the man, he went on the run, all right, and then they had posted this billboard, in Ohio, when they finally found the information of the car he was driving in, all right. You see here the billboard, right? But I want y'all to pay very close attention to the license plate tags, all right. The license plate tags say 36363. All right. So this what I'm saying, y'all. Like this what I'm saying. All of this stuff is done. I really don't know who's behind these type of shenanigans and stuff like that. But I mean, I do know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get the point of this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand why they want to involve themselves in this. I mean, like, all right, so we see here that the 3 6s are involved. You know what I'm saying? So we already know there's a connection here. Not only the fact that he's involved with a fraternity. I don't know which fraternity this is, but you can see him here with his brothers. You know what I'm saying? And they throwing up their signs and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's even seen here with Drake. You know what I'm saying? He's seen, chilling with Drake and all of that. You know what I mean? So this guy was connected. You know what I'm saying? He had connections. You know what I'm saying? To the inside. I'm not sure who he knew or what he was doing, but he had connections to the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? And he was in the fraternity and stuff like that. So they said that he killed 13 people in the span of 6 days. Now you see, you could do the numerology on those two numbers if you want. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know, to kill 13 people in 6 days, that's definitely some type of subliminal messaging going on right there. All right, so but I want y'all to pay attention to this also. This is definitely an intriguing situation. Billy Idol's lead guitarist, okay, is also named Steve Stevens. All right, same name as this guy here. He co-wrote the song "Gunslinger" in Top Gun. How ironic that this guy goes on a massacre with a gun, right? And this other dude, Steve Stevens, co-writes the song Gunslinger in Top Gun. All right, we all know Billy Idol is also a known Satanist, all right, who pushed the satanic agenda in this video, White Wedding. You know what I'm saying? That was that whole video has a demonic spirit over it, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But the connection with him and Steve Stevens, right, is kind of odd. I don't know how they managed to. If this guy was in the industry, you know, and knew of these people, and you know what I'm saying, belonged to a certain group or individuals, and they say, hey man, you know, I believe that these people put witchcraft on individuals, on certain people. You know what I'm saying? And you know, once you join these organizations, man, and you get involved, and you know, you renege and say, I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? They have ways, man. They have ways of making you do stuff. This is why I believe these rappers and stuff like that, right? When they get locked up and next thing you know, they go to jail or something like that happens. There's an executive saying, hey, listen, man, you know we want you to do this, that, and the third. You know, and if you don't do it, we got your signature right here. You remember you killed little Chucky down the street? You know what I'm saying? You gave us him as a sacrifice. We could lock you in jail forever for that. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how connected we are? You know, and then that's when a lot of these rappers get down, and mysteriously they just happen to make bail or bond or beat a charge, or you know what I'm saying, or they randomly get out. You know what I'm saying? So if they're asked to do a specific task and they renege and say, no, I don't want to do that, you know, these people in higher ranks, they threaten them. You know what I'm saying? They threaten their lives and, you know, threaten to take away their livelihood. And usually what happens is they get down with it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe they belong to the same fraternity, organization, or what have you. But there's definitely a connection with those two, man. I want to pinpoint this also. A note that he said. He also said that he wanted to shoot all Greeks in the head. Okay, now this could be a term referring to racism or things of that nature, but I'm gonna go with the fact that he was referring to people that practice these Greek, worship these Greek gods and these Greek fraternities. Okay, now we all know that the connection between the Greek gods and fraternities coexist, right? We know that they go hand in hand, right? So when we see him saying this quote, he wanted to randomly shoot all Greeks in the head. Okay, he didn't say just one. He said all Greeks. Okay, he wanted to shoot all Greeks in the head. Okay, now this could be a situation where he wanted to renege for the things that he had to experience or went through. Okay, we don't know what these people go through behind closed doors, man, to get where they at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about this guy's background or what he was about or anything like that, but I did find this story kind of like crazy, and I said, man, I got to bring this to the people because I didn't hear nobody touch on this before, man. But when we look at it from that aspect, he could be referring to these fraternities and things of that nature, that certain things that he had to experience or seen. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful when we join these things and participate in these parties that are involved, and doing all kind of gestures where and even in fraternities, you know what I'm saying, if you get hazed in the fraternity and they record that stuff, man, that stuff will haunt you forever. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that video to get out to your friends or the people at your job. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in a high position. You know what I'm saying? So if this is how I believe a lot of these videos that these entertainers are involved in, they somehow happen to get leaked. Okay, and then when they get down with the program, it's all forgotten about or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to pay your debt to their society, to their secret society, I should say. And if you don't, then we expose you. All right. So so they found his body on the last day of Passover, which was on the 18th of April in 2017 in Pennsylvania. All right, so y'all know about Pennsylvania, right? The Commonwealth state, which really is ran by some Satanists, if you ask me. That state is probably the worst state to ever get in trouble, do anything. Okay, Pennsylvania is not a good place to be. They don't care if you're white, black, it don't matter. They got their own laws over there. But we know that Sylvanus, all right, Sylvanus is the Greek god. Okay, now remember when I was telling y'all about the gods, right, of these times. Now Sylvanus is not a bad god, all right. He was more in tune with the crops of rebuilding, multiplying sheep's herds and stuff like that. He doesn't accept animal sacrifices or human sacrifices. He doesn't involve himself with homosexual activity and things of that nature. But this is the reason why these entertainers don't go to these gods instead, is because they don't provide them with financial gain. Okay, they don't involve them. These gods, Sylvanus is a Greek god that didn't involve himself in homosexual acts and things of that nature. He was a farmer. All right, so he grew crops and things of that nature. So most of the time, if you're a farmer, you would tap into that energy. You get what I'm saying? But he wasn't into that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Versus Apollo, where Apollo was doing minuscule acts with young boys and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at it. Like I said to y'all, in everything we do, there's a balance. Okay.
Can someone explain to me why this number is showing up in like 17 different articles from around the world? This is from Shepparton News, Australia. This is from Kentucky. Hawaii. Let's see. Iowa. From the Gazette. California News. Tell me. Idaho. Idaho. Oregon. Mizoram. Trinidad and Tobago. Lithuania. Saskatchewan. Not sure what that one is. Okay. Puducherry. So you can see where the news is coming from. Okay. Yeah. This is in West Virginia. Channel 5 WDTV with that nice eye right there. Okay. Let's see. Tajikistan. Yeah. This is from there. Okay. All right. Newsbreak. Okay. In North Dakota. Okay. All right. And okay, lifestyle, MSN, Microsoft News. Okay. 233 cases. In Mississippi. Okay. Wow, what a coincidence. Alberta, Yahoo News.
All right, so I'm gonna put, before I mention anything about this, I want to put out a PSA on this. Seriously, man. Like I said to y'all before, I'm in no way, shape, form, or fashion able to speak about any medical conditions or nothing, right? But I want to give people a little bit of clarity on what's going on out here and keeping you on your toes, because no matter how the media tries to play it, right, and downplay it and make it seem like it's not a big deal, it always is, okay? Remember, they control the narrative, all right? So we have to be very careful what's going on. All right, so now we see here this woman just pinpointed that the numbers are the same all across the state, right? And, you know, we have to be very clear on that specific number. Now, some of y'all may be hip to this already, right? But you know how the media plays. It's called tricknology is what they do, okay? So this number 233 here is basically the same as 322, okay? Which represents the skull and crossbones, all right? That's a secret society that George Bush and all of them belong to, usually down there in Yale and all of that stuff. But they into some other stuff too, right? So when we see this, we know that this is a code language for them to speak to them. Okay, so now maybe, who knows? Maybe they put these specific numbers here to send a signal to that state and say, hey, this is what we need done. Okay, these are code numbers that they're using to connect to each other. All right, to talk to each other. This is coded language. All right, so you have to always remember that when you seeing this type of stuff. It's coded language that they doing. All right, it's not meant for the average person to see. All right, so we know that they definitely are good at manipulating things in that nature. You know, and at this point it's like us against them. You know what I'm saying, or them against us, as they say. Okay, so also I want to talk about something that's very important to me. A lot of y'all may have known that I'm just recovering from a sinus infection and things of that nature. But I had mentioned in my live maybe a few months ago that I had received a COVID test. All right. So I went and got 2 of them. The only reason why I got 2 of them was because I had to get on a plane. All right. So I really needed to go and get that bag. So I went and did the test. All right. So once I did that, I didn't feel any difference or anything like that. But suddenly, a friend of mine, like I speak to this woman daily. She's an RN at a hospital, and I asked her, I said, yo, I've been having issues with my sinuses lately, and it's just one nostril. And she's like, did you get the test? And I was like, yeah. And they put it in that nostril. She's like, yeah, because it actually bursted your ethmoid air cells. All right. So when you get the test, right? What that swab does is it punctures your ethmoid air cells, okay, and that allows any chemicals that are sprayed and things of that nature, or slight weather changes. You're more immune to it now, or not? Excuse me, not immune. You're not immune to it. All right, you're more sensitive, prone to it. Than you would be before, because your ethmoid air cells have been punctured, all right? So this is why a lot of people are dealing with sinus issues. If you just recently had a test, okay, if you didn't have a test, then it's probably just allergies. But I've been like this for like 3 weeks now, congested. I don't know what's going on. I've taken everything, and it's still not working. Also, I want to talk about the weather situation. Now, I'm not going to speak too deep into this, all right, because I don't want them to shut my channel down or nothing like that. But I believe that they are truly playing with the weather. Only specific reason I say this is that we have received rain in New York. We have received rain in the past. I don't know, maybe the whole East Coast, but it's been raining for the whole week. Now, if you know. But I want to pinpoint something now. I'm not into the video game conspiracies, but this is very crazy. This video game called Secret Files, right, came out in 2009. All right, this is 2009. This has been out. All right, but this video game here, Secret Files, they use predictive programming, all right, to foresee the La Volva volcano eruption. All right.
This is La Palma, one of the Canary Islands, a paradise for sun-loving tourists. For us, the island holds quite another fascination, the Cumbre Vieja volcano. The brittle western slope of the volcano is covered in clefts and fissures where water has collected. And now for the interesting part. By placing several bombs in carefully calculated spots, we can use thermonuclear explosions to heat that water so that it will evaporate instantaneously. If you had paid attention in your physics classes, you would know that such a sudden evaporation of water would create sufficient pressure to shatter the volcano's brittle slope and send it crashing into the sea. Can you guess what comes next? That's right, a tsunami. Waves 200 meters high will charge across the Atlantic with the speed of an airplane. The tsunami will sweep across the east coast of the United States. New York will disappear in an apocalyptic flood, taking with it the self-proclaimed rulers of the world who are currently squabbling in blind incompetence at the UN headquarters. The resulting vacuum of power will be filled by our followers, some of whom have been biding their time in key positions for decades. They will take control and lead humankind to a new golden age.
All right, so you saw that there, right? So with that being said, they basically saying that New York is in some sort of trouble soon. You know what I'm saying? And then we've seen movies about this before, Escape from New York and all of that, man. And what I want y'all to, if you want the tri-state area or New York period, you know what I'm saying? You know that we surrounded by bridges, man. You know what I'm saying? So the only way out of here is through the bridge. If they close the bridge off, you know what I'm saying, you kind of like, if you ain't got no boat, you know what I mean, it's a Rap Reynolds. You know what I mean? So, but what I'm saying is it could be an after effect, you know what I'm saying? And then you see here that there's explosions coming out of the volcano, the actual eruption, you know what I'm saying? There's actual explosions coming out of this. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, the world that we live in. These people are putting stuff in the media every single day, okay? And, you know, it just goes over the average person's heads, man, because I don't know what it is, man. They keep us, you know, and that's my job, man. You know, that's why I feel like if we gonna sit here and watch the internet all day and not focus up, man, at least we could put some type of knowledge in people's minds to make them open their eyes and see, man, that it's not a joke out here, all right? All right, so I know this video is type old. It came out like 2016. But I'm gonna use this video as a segue to go into the ESTG dude. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of people probably saw this video and didn't pay no attention to it. I'm talking about Beyonce Formation, and like I said, a lot of people probably saw it but didn't pay attention to it. But I'm gonna break down some of the symbolisms that's found in the video. All right, so this is the artwork here. I guess it's by Adrian Lance. I mean, I don't know if he shot the artwork, but here we see Beyonce in a formation, a satanic formation. Okay, with her arms spread it out. All right, with the length of her hair going down the side of the car. But I want y'all to pay attention to what this is, an inverted cross. You see the male and the female pole up at the top. Okay, that's all symbolic. They do this strategically, you know what I'm saying, to go over the viewer's eyes. Now, some people may have caught this, but some people haven't, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the whole idea of to have the cross of St. Peter in your artwork is kind of blatant, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to be technical, this is an inverted cross here. I flip it around for you so you can see that it's actually positioned as a cross, but the way that they did it was very clever and unique. All right, so here you got Beyonce doing a status symbol right here. So basically, we know what the red dress represents. We broke this down numerous times on how some of these entertainers tend to use the color red in their videos to get their point across. But this shot right here has double meanings. One meaning it has, we all know that that once you join, like say for you join these organizations or cliques or anything like that, you become what they call, it's called a status symbol, okay? So if you join a fraternity or organization or group, that kind of gives you a status symbol, all right? But the higher up on that, in that group that you go, you kind of receive what they would call seniority or diplomacy, you know what I'm saying? Where you kind of above the law, all right? So when you see this picture frame right here, this frame right here, with her standing on a police car in the middle of a catastrophe, is to represent her being above the law. She's high of authority, all right? Even though this catastrophe took place in New Orleans, she wasn't affected by it. You see what I'm saying? It's a creative way to slap the viewer in the face, as if, you know, while you're going through hardships, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Also, we know that this video was shot in New Orleans. And what's the symbol on the police car? The star and the crescent. You know what I'm saying? We see that all the time associated with the Baphomet, things of that nature, and magic, as Aleister Crowley once said. It's also associated with the Nation of Islam and things of that nature. But they're very creative because they know that New Orleans is the magic, the capital of magic. You know what I'm saying? And they put this there on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So we got to pay very close attention when they doing these subliminal messages, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. All right, so here she has a scene where a black dude, all right, this is promoting homosexuality to straight men, though. You know what I'm saying? So what I want y'all to pay attention to, and well, don't pay attention to it, but understand that they have him standing here, all right, with his pants sagging, you know what I'm saying, and he's gyrating in a feminine manner. I'll just say like that. You know what I'm saying? Also, he has the prayer hands behind his back, which represents the yoga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing bad really to say about yoga. If that's what you into to keep you spiritually aligned, I got nothing against that. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to make a statement about prayer hands, though. I just want to give y'all a jewel out there. If you happen to, you know, some of y'all may be doubters of God and things of that nature, and you happen to go to God and you feel that you don't get no answers, right? That's the reason why I feel that way is because you're probably praying wrong, all right? I don't know where this whole concept of praying with our hands closed came from, but that's actually blocking your blessings as so a curse. You know, some Christians say when you pray with your hands open, it's to receive the blessings from Satan. I don't know. Somebody told me that, but I'm gonna just tell you this. Here's my take on it, because you know I do this every morning. When I pray to God, I usually pray with my palms facing upward, out. All right. You know, I stand up straight. I don't bow down. I don't bow to the ground and all of that stuff. And I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I absorb the energy from God and I ask God for what I want. You know what I'm saying? And I look up into the sky, the heavens, and you know, I you know, accept the fact that He's going to give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm in desire for at that moment in time, I believe it in my heart that He's going to give it to me. And usually, for the most part, it does work out. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I just want to give y'all a jewel out there. Sometimes, you know, we traditionally we used to these things. You know what I'm saying? We're used to these things by our relatives and grandparents and what they taught us, and then so on and so forth. But we're not getting the same. You know, we're not getting results at all. So I want to give y'all a jewel, man. When you pray to God, just be connected with Him. Just be connected to the universe and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sit Indian style and do all of that meditation and Buddha and stuff. If you want to have a conversation with God, you know, just absorb that energy. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here the directors were very creative with this shot right here. Now you saying to me, yo, Jay, it's just a bridge. You know what I'm saying? You over exaggerating. It's just a bridge. But nah, this scene is done on purpose. Now I'm gonna tell you how clever they was, right? Not only are there, you know, you see the pillars there, which represents the Masonic pillars and all of that, but I believe the director went as far as to the extreme to contact the city of New Orleans and have them turn on those two lights back there under the freeway. All right, just to represent that duality, that dark side and that light side. All right, you gotta understand they doing this all throughout this video. All right, all throughout this video, these type of scenes are in this video, but I'm gonna break it down. You know what I mean? So you know for a fact that these people are very clever in how they do things. Don't think that they can't call the city and have them do that. You know what I'm saying? Because these record labels have enough power to stop a block. All right, to stop a main traffic road if they want to. All right. You know, also the fact that they allow Beyonce to go and shoot a video during the catastrophe lets you know that they got some sort of power. Alright, so here we see Beyonce with the black hat on, you know what I'm saying, which represents the level of witchcraft she's into, you know what I'm saying. Remember I told you about them hats, right? Them top hats. That represents the level of witchcraft she's into. Here she has a really big hat to the point where you can't even see her eyes. It's covering her eyes, which symbolizes the blindfold, alright? This all a Masonic initiation, if you ask me. I'm not saying that she went through with it, but they're projecting it through the screen. So when you see this, the eyes covered, that's to represent blindness. All right, to keep the viewer in blind. It's a spell. Okay, so when they doing these type of things in these videos, all right, it's a spell that they casting on you. All right, so this could be subliminal to say to her to the viewers to keep y'all blind. All right, y'all gotta stay blind. And then at this very same point in the song, she quotes, "Y'all haters kill me with that Illuminati mess." All right, so I mean she's well aware of what she's doing, but she's kind of sick of the people talking about her. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I don't know. I don't blame the artists. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't blame the artists because a lot of the demonic subliminal spell witchcraft stuff that goes on in the videos is usually the directors. You know what I'm saying? So if you tell them, like, if you know what's going on in the video, right, and you tell them, nah, take that scene out. You know what I'm saying? Usually people just go along with the flow because they want to get paid. You know what I'm saying? They don't really think about it. But if you told the director, like, yo, take that scene out, they would have to take it out. Also, I want to pinpoint here, she's wearing the Horus on her pendant there. You know what I'm saying? They don't really show it too closely, but you could tell that's the Horus on her pendant there. You know what I'm saying? Word. But here you see the ceiling fan. All right, it cuts to this scene with the ceiling fan now. All right, now I want to show you the subliminal messaging in this, right? Not only are there's two lights on and two off, which represents the duality, but they use the ceiling fan, all right? Now, when you look at a ceiling fan spinning, what exactly does it do? It rotates 360 degrees, right? And it has 5 points. So if we know that this rotates 360 degrees and has 5 points, that represents the pentagram, all right? And the two lights on and two lights off represent the duality, the balance, as above, so below, in spirit magic and things of that nature, and black magic. All of these things coexist with one another, but they subliminally put it in there to mislead the viewer. All right, so you got to be very careful and stuff like this, is because it goes so fast. The frame is usually 2 seconds. All right. So before you get a chance to even embrace it or think about it, it's already changed. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be very careful when you're watching these videos, man. Word up. All right, so here they put a scene of a preacher in here, which is nothing subliminal about it, but it's to gain your trust. Now, you remember what I said about the Trinity, right? Those 3 crosses. See, the 3 crosses, this is how these people do, right? I'm going to just tell y'all this. Now, the 3 crosses, right, is so deep that they do this, that this represents the Holy Trinity, like I said. But I know I read in the comments a lot of y'all said that the Holy Trinity was bogus and all of that, right? But that's Catholicism. But they do this, they put these 3 crosses in here, right? It technically it is Catholicism, but they put these 3 crosses in here to represent the Holy Trinity, which is blasphemous, because you're not supposed to, number one, you're not supposed to have play secular music in the church, which a lot of these entertainers tend to do. They go and play their devil music inside of a church to, you know what I'm saying, just to get that blasphemous point across. So when you see the preacher here in the video and they depicting 3 crosses, you know that that's to represent the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, right? But then at the end of the day, this is all blasphemous. So the backhandedness of them doing that is all blasphemous. They're playing secular music involving Christianity or cross inside of there. You know what I'm saying? In the video, you know what I mean, for whatever reason. And I'm gonna break it down. You know what I'm saying? That's foul business. All right, so here, this scene is very deep. All right, so you got Beyonce sitting here with an umbrella over her head. Mind you, she got an umbrella open in the house. You know what I'm saying? You remember your moms or your grandma used to tell you, don't open no umbrella in the house, that's bad luck. All right, but these people believe in witchcraft and black magic, so in their case, there is no such thing as luck. All right, there's no such thing as luck. They make their luck. They create their own luck. You know what I'm saying? This is how this stuff works. So they don't feel like They don't feel like they that's why you see in these movies and TV shows they be breaking mirrors and doing all kind of superstitious things, bro. Splitting poles and all that, having umbrellas in the house and all that stuff, because they don't believe in luck. All right, they believe in the higher spiritual power. That's way bigger than luck. All right, so when you say, "Oh, how could they break a mirror?" That's bad luck. They don't believe in luck. All right, they believe in the supernatural power. This is to show you to the viewer. You know what I'm saying? While you're superstitious, you know what I'm saying, we believe in something totally different. You know what I mean? That's how they feel. All right, here. And then another thing is that she has the light on. Meanwhile, it's daylight outside. All right, so this could represent this light that back there, right? Is like the light I told y'all. Y'all got to be very careful with certain terms that they use or certain references that they use, right? Or not all light is good light. They may be projecting this to you to enlighten you or to show you about enlightenment, but they mean the light of Lucifer, all right? The light bearer, all right? So when they showing you this type of light, all right, this is a whole different light. Mind you, keep in mind, this video is all a spell being casted on the viewer. Every last one of it. Okay, as you can see here, Beyonce is also pointing to the hamster wheel, right? To depict the view, to depict to her viewers that whoever follows her will be on that never-ending cycle, on a hamster wheel. All right. So when y'all look up to these celebrities like Beyonce and all of these other people, right? No shade. I ain't got no beef against Beyonce, but this video is very demonic. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all follow these entertainers, man, y'all look up to them and y'all adore them and worship them, right? You know what I'm saying? This is how they view you. They point to the hamster wheel and say, you ain't going nowhere. Keep chasing this lifestyle. You'll never get there, all right? You'll never get to this level that she's at, no matter how hard you try. You know what I'm saying? Because she was specifically handpicked, all right? Let's be honest here. Jay-Z was the one that actually brought her into this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? She was a pure young lady before she met Hov. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at that in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know nothing about this stuff, and he brought her in. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes do that type of stuff, man. They bring the chicks in and all of that. You know what I mean? And you know, it goes downhill from there. You know what I'm saying? They just get into some black magic and all kind of mess, man. All right, so this scene right here is to I'm trying to hurry up because this joint taking mad long. All right, so this scene right here is to depict the Statue of Liberty. All right, but you see here, notice she's wearing a red. Yo, y'all ladies can help me out. I don't know what this called. It's called like a bustier or something like that. It's not a dress, but she got on some type of red outfit. You know what I'm saying? With the light over her head. Now I want y'all to pay attention to how her braids are wrapped in the manner of a crown. All right. So now when you see this light bulb above her head and the way that her hair is wrapped in a crown manner, that's to represent the Statue of Liberty. All right. So now, when they say the Statue of Liberty, you look at the torch on the Statue of Liberty, right? The Statue of Liberty holding the torch, right? When you look at that, right, you see her holding the torch, the flame, but who also held the torch of the light? All right, Lucifer, the light bearer. All right, so when you chasing that light, all right, that torch. Remember, I told you about that light. When you chasing that light, you then will receive the liberty. All right, liberty consists of freedom. All right, so when you see the Statue of Liberty, there's a deeper meaning behind that. You know what I'm saying? That's why these statues and stuff like that, you know, they got all kind of spiritual meanings behind them. Demonic meanings sometimes other meanings, you know, but any monument America has put up in the whole world has always been some type of demonic force. You know what I'm saying? We got the pentagram, you got all kind of places, man. You know what I'm saying? The phallus in Washington D.C., the statue over there. You know what I'm saying? It got all kind of these nasty monuments that they built that's been there for eons and years. So they don't care about none of that, man. But I just want to depict this to y'all. This is to represent the Statue of Liberty. All right? I don't know too much about the Statue of Liberty, but I know that this is definitely representing that. All right, so here, Beyonce then makes the sign of an apprentice in the video. You know what I'm saying? Right in your face. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know who tells them to do this stuff, or do they know this on their own? You know what I'm saying? Because that's not a regular gesture you just do on your video. You know what I'm saying? You don't just do that with your hand in the video. You feel me? So I know for a fact that this is a way that they signal to each other. They communicate to each other through visuals. You know what I'm saying? Through visuals. I'm gonna talk about that in another topic in this video as well. But this is how they communicate with each other through visuals. You know what I'm saying? And then you see that light right there, right? You see the light. So she's telling you that Freemasonry could bring you the light, or whatever she down with, Eastern stars, whatever. But this is to represent that light. All right. This is the spell being casted on you. All right, you don't really see it, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? All right, so here, all right, I didn't break this down. I did this video on Patreon, right, where I spoke about when you see artists and entertainers put their hands out, right, in the formation of a narrow cross. This is called the narrow cross. All right, so when you see people doing this is a mockery of God right here. All right, I ain't getting on no religious mess, but this is blasphemous right here, okay? She's wearing the red dress with her arms spread out. Now the narrow cross, right, is a cross that is depicted as a peace sign, okay? But if you really pay attention to it, it's actually the cross of the Antichrist, all right? Because the arms are bent downward, but if you straighten the arms out, it becomes an inverted cross, all right? So when you see Beyonce standing here with her arms spread out as if she's rejoicing, which technically she's not. She's showing the world that she wants to be the she wants to be the Messiah. Okay, she views herself as Jesus. When you see these artists and all of this stuff put their hands out like that, that's blasphemous. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing it for. They doing it to be blasphemous. You know what I'm saying? With her arms spread out to show that she's above all of this. You know what I'm saying? She's not affected by any of this. You know what I'm saying? She's the savior. You know what I mean? Come to me and I'll take care of you type shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's crazy how these people get down. You know what I mean? All right, here, this picture right here is very dark. I don't know, you know, like this picture right here is very dark, man. It's I don't know, it's something about this, even with the candles lit at the top back there. I don't know, 6 candles lit. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You got your brother here with the fez hat on. You know what I'm saying? And the other dude with the top hat on, which represents the worshipful master. You know what I'm saying? And then she throwing up the 666 with both hands. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this. Mind you, then she's doing some weird satanic head movement like she's possessed or something. And then she throws the 666 down. You know what I'm saying? And these people that are in the scene along with her are not moving at all, but she's moving. Okay, so this is to represent her being in the priesthood. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the black. These are all high-ranking members here. All right, this is what I truly believe. You know, and this house that they at is supposed to be depicted as a slave house, or own slave house, but this is, I don't know, this is giving me like satanic vibes, you know what I'm saying, or dark lair vibes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's up with this house, but you know, her and Jay-Z is always into some, you know, I don't know, they into some other stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this I mean, there's witchcraft being performed on you while you listening to the song, to the video, all of that, man. You got to be very careful. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? All right, so this part right here is quite sickening. They used a young kid, right, to get their point across here in this video. So I want y'all to pay attention to how the hands of the police officers are raised, right? And then the fourth cop from the right, okay? The fourth cop from the right, all right, has his hands raised a bit higher than everyone else, okay? And it's formed as horns coming out of the young child's head, all right? So they get these kids involved in it. Now, the sad part about it is that this kid didn't even know this was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even know that he would be used as a sacrifice in the video to depict the devil, all right? And that's just sick in itself. I bet the parents didn't even know this was going to happen. All right, because the frame is so quick you don't even catch it. All right, but his arms are spread out to represent the dark Lord Satan. All right, which represents the wings. Remember I told y'all about the wings. And that matter of fact, I didn't tell y'all that. That's on Patreon. But the wings and all of that stuff represent the dark Lord. You know what I'm saying? Satan. All right, so when you see the horns coming out of the young boy head, you see here, the horns coming out of his head with his arms spread out, that's to get their message across, you know what I'm saying? And they use children by any means necessary, you know what I'm saying? But this is a sick gesture to do, you know what I mean? And, you know, they basically cursed this child, you know what I'm saying, with demonic energy, and had no kids about it, you know what I'm saying? This is why I say, like, yo, you got to be very careful when watching this stuff. They curse the viewers and the people involved. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no clue. All right? And then they depicted it as a young black boy. You know what I'm saying? A young black boy with the police officers on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So they very smart in how they do things. You know what I'm saying? They're very smart. Very smart. All right, so here Beyonce goes back under the water to represent her going underground. Representing Satan and things of that nature, but this is how they do. You know what I'm saying? It's a very smart tactic if you're watching this and it just going over your head. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't catch it, and most people do. But the reason why I picked this video was because a lot of the new videos now, they're getting hip. They're getting hip to what's going on, and people like me exposing this crap. You know what I'm saying? So now they either being blatant about it, or they trying to take it out of their videos, all right, or not do it at all. You know, you could always tell the perpetrators. You know what I'm saying? They always do extra stuff, all right. Like I saw, Little Uzi did a video called Demon something about a demon, and it was blatant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you go watch the video, it's like, come on, man, it's like, it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? But he said in the interview he's only got 1 year left to live anyway. So you know, it's sad to say. All right, so we're going to talk about ESTG, right? And this pagan worship he got going on here. Now, I want to make a disclaimer at the end of this segment here, too, and give y'all some jewels about all of this stuff, right? So, here you see he got the money involved in the pentagram, right? This is the pentagram here. But this is a fake ritual. So, I don't want y'all to get it confused and think that this is an actual ritual. He did a real ritual in the video. This is a mockery, all right? He's just doing this to mock the satanic lifestyle, all right? Because he knows that this is gonna get him, it's fake shock value, all right? It's gonna get him the views, all right? So this is a fake pentagram. The points are not even connected. He's using money, which is incorrect. There are no candles there. It's a farce, all right? But it's just to promote this to the viewer, all right? To subconsciously make them get involved with this occult shit, all right? So when they doing this type of behavior, believe that they doing it to make you involved in it. They want you to think that this is cool to do, so you get involved with this crap. But in reality, you go ahead and try to mess with this stuff if you want. It's going to be all kind of demons that's in your house that you can't get rid of. I'm going to just let y'all know that now. All right, so here he puts the cross on his head with what appears to be red paint, which is supposed to represent the blood of Christ. But like I said, this is all blasphemous, right? Because he's rapping on secular music, but he's participating in a Catholic ritual, all right? So we know for a fact that these things are used to manipulate the masses. I'm not going to spend too much time on this video because it's kind of whack. The video is whack. It's just repetitive, with him just standing in a money circle and rapping. It's not really nothing spectacular about it. But I'll pinpoint some of the prime aspects that I did see in it. Alright, so here he stands in the pentagram and then he begins to levitate, which represents that spirit possession. Alright, so when you get, like I said, when you do these packs, right? These blood packs and stuff like that, and you stand in these pentagrams and all that, that demon comes inside of you and you got to spill that blood. Alright, so this is when you allow that spirit to come into you. And like I said, something tragic is going to happen to you. Either you're going to get shot, get in a car accident, or you know what I'm saying, something's gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying, to the point where you have to legally make that agreement with that demon. All right, so be careful, y'all. Don't be messing with packs and stuff like that. Dealing with blood packs. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is dangerous, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. The devil is a trickster. He might tell you, yeah, we're gonna give you 7 years of fame, right? And most people will jump at that. 7 years of fame, you know, and these kids, they so dumb, they don't even know how to negotiate with the devil. You know what I'm saying? But he said, yeah, I'm going to give you 7 years of fame. They take the 7 years of fame, You know what I'm saying? And then die on the second year. That's how much of a trickster he is. But he usually holds up his end of the bargain though. You know what I'm saying? Because he when it comes to making deals, he's usually unfair or fair. All right. So as you see here, they got the crucifix behind him to represent that Antichrist. All right, and then the screen starts to glow, showing that there's a demon present, a spirit present. All right, and then like I said, he starts to levitate and all of that crap in the video. But yeah. So now I want y'all to pay attention to this scene though. Now how the director did this. All right. So what we know is this is an inverted cross now on his forehead with the paint dripping down his nose. Right. That makes it an inverted cross. All right. But the eyes are glowing red as if he's possessed by a demon. Okay, so we have to understand that these directors, like I said, these directors are behind it. Sometimes the artists have a hand in it too. But mostly it's the directors, man, that know how to subliminally put some stuff in there to curse the viewer. You know what I'm saying? Without them even knowing what's going on. All right, so we see this here, and then you see the cigarette burn over there. If you ever watch Fight Club, I'm not gonna put the clip in this video, but if you watch the movie Fight Club, the dude was talking about how Travis worked at a movie theater and how he used cigarette burn. He used this opportunity to put subliminal messages in during movies. You know what I'm saying? And you guys go back and watch that scene. You know what I'm saying? And it is it's very real. This is what they do. All right, this is exactly what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's called the cigarette burn reel. All right. So also I want to talk about something too, man. I want to give y'all pointers, man. For all y'all up and coming rappers and rappers in the game, if you in the industry, I want to tell y'all something, man. I don't know if these pagan worshipers ever told you guys this, all right? But I'm gonna give y'all some jewels. If you want fame and fortune, right? If that's what your desire is, which you shouldn't be chasing anyway, but if you do want fame and fortune, you're not supposed to give up any human sacrifices, okay, or animal sacrifices or things of that nature, right? In some cultures, some religions, people do involve themselves with animal sacrifices and things of that nature. But those times, the only time they usually do animal sacrifices is when it's an emergency. Like if you're in dire, if your health is in jeopardy, or if you really need a dire emergency. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep giving blood to these deities, man, they take that as a form of disrespect. All right, so when these nasty executives, right? What I truly believe is that what these nasty executives do, they sign these rappers, right? And tell them, bring them to these parties and tell them, hey man, there's a way you can make more money, and dupe them and trick them, right? Trick them into doing these type of rituals for their gods. They're praising their gods. If you put a certain million amount of money in front of this individual, of course they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You tell them that they can make millions and millions of dollars, of course they're gonna do it. So when we see human sacrifices and homosexuality, we know that they're pleasing these gods. You know what I'm saying? I believe that these artists are duped into doing this type of stuff for them, okay? For them. That way that they please the deity themselves, and then they got this person that's manipulated to do the same dirty work for them, all right? You notice that these execs never sacrifice or do any type of disgusting behavior with their own family. It's usually somebody that wants an opportunity with these companies, all right, because they know that they're vulnerable at that time, all right? So it's easy. If you pay attention to it, a lot of these rappers, they always, in every line, listen to all their lines, they always speak about somebody close to them dying, whether it be their brother or, I remember when Rod died, they always got some type of death connected to them, all right? Even if they're not big, just listen to their lyrics. When my brother died, I went through it. I turned into a demon and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we know for a fact that there's all kind of spiritual madness going on, but like I said, I think a lot of the times these executives manipulate these artists into doing this stuff for them. This is why I said y'all gotta find yourself, man, and You know, if you lost or you trying to find your way, man, dig deep into your spirituality. If you African American, I would recommend you start from your African ancestors and go on up. And then if you feel there's no really connection there, then you could go into the Egyptian route or whatever's your suit, right? Whatever makes you happy. But like I said, man, you know, I just get in tune with yourself, find your inner core, because like I said, it's all spirituality, man. It's all about spirituality. If you are doubt believer in Jesus Christ or whatever, then yeah, you know what I'm saying.